Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to cut a flay gown, okay? And now, as you can see, I'm going to start with the flay aspect. Now, I'm going to fold my flay, my fabric diagonally into what? Into two, like you're seeing I am doing here right now. So the first one I have there is folded into two. Then the second one is also what? Folded into what? Into two. So each one is quarter flay and quarter flay. So quarter plus quarter is equals to what? Is half. You can see one, two, three, and what? Four. So each one is what? Quarter flay and quarter flay. And you can see I folded it into a triangular form, okay? And so each part is 45 inches and the other part is 45 inches. Like that's the length is 45 and the width is also what? 45. So you just fold what? Into what? Two. So we have the two of them. You can see one and what? And two. So each one is what? Is quarter. So you just fold what? Like a triangle, okay? To get this particular flay. At the end of everything, we are going to join what? The two flay together to give us a what? Half flay. Okay, so now the waist I am working with here is that's the underboss I'm working with here is equals to 33. Okay, so now what we're going to say 33 divided by 4. That's how we are going to do this. So right now I'm going to be using a freehand what method, okay? I don't really want to confuse us, so I'll be using a freehand method. So 33 divided by 4 is equals to 8.25. So we are going to be using 8.25 and then I'll add 2 inches to it to give us what? 10.5. Okay, now 10.5, we're going to start what? Taking our what? Our measurement. Okay, and so there are also another way you can do this. You can either fold your fabric into what? Into four and then fold into triangle that way. But because this is an Ankara material, okay, it's not long enough. That is why we are folding into two. So right now we are going to measure the 10 point what? 0.25. So I've measured that already. So I've gotten a 10 point what? 0.25. And then because this flay, this kind of gown, I want to add a little pleat to it. So because of that, I'm going to be adding more than 6 inches. So we have total of what? Total of 16.25. So we're going to take that measurement. I've already taken it up there, though I didn't show that. I'm trying to explain. So because I wanted some pleats on it, I added extra 6 inches. So now we're going to get what? The main flay. Now to get this main flay, you're going to say from your shoulder measurements to your what? To your waistline. Now the waistline I'm working from shoulder to waist I'm working right now is 15 what? 0.5. And then the gown length I'm working with the gamlet I'm working with is 43. So we're going to say 43 minus what? 15 point what? 5. So we have 27 point what? 0.5. So from there, I'm going to start taking what? The measurement. Yes, we're going to start taking the measurement from that place. So you just keep what? Take going from the up towards to the end of what? The other side. Okay, just keep going round and round and round, and as you're going you are what? You are marking, okay? Remember it is 27.5 we are going to get. So I actually added extra 1 inch on the upper area, okay, for my joining, okay? So don't make sure you add that, okay? And then I added another extra 1 inch on the bottom area that will serve as my weaving allowance, okay? I'm not using lining on the down part, so I'll be weaving that area. So right now you can see how I am taking it. So just connect all the lines. Connect the lines, and then once you're through connecting the lines, you're going to start what? Cutting it off. So I'm just through with cutting that part off. So you're going to cut the down area, okay? Remember, we are using a freehand method for this, okay? We are using a freehand method. So this is it. This is one of the flay, okay? This is one of the flay, and I'm going to measure what I have there. So right now, what the waist we are working with, the underbust we are working with, I told you it was around 33, okay? So now around that place, I have around 29 inches. So 29 times 2 is equals to 58, which means I have enough because I'm going to be pleating that area. As you can see, I'm going to pleat that area, okay? And so I'm going to take it and start joining, okay? So right now, this is the upper bodice, that's the back part. Okay, I have a video on how to cut this. I'm going to put the description below so you go and watch it. I didn't show the part where I did that. This is the upper side, the shoulder bust here. Okay, so and this is also what the sleeve. I'm going to also put the description below. Go and watch it. I have a video on how to cut a basic a basic sleeve. I didn't show that part because we already have a video. Okay, so we are going to start stitching. So right now, I'm going to start stitching the two peplons, okay? The two flay. I'm going to join them together to give me one flay. So this is it. I am trying to to join the flays together. So just take your time and and then join the flays. Okay, right now I had to cut the two flay. One flay, I left one, then I cut the two, and then I joined into two. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I have a video on the peplon blouse I did. So that was the same way I did I did this. The reason why I did that is because I wouldn't want the line, the joining to show in the front part. So one of the flay was cut into two. Then one, I just left one that way. So I joined one the other side. As you can see, I'm joining from the other side right now. I'm joining one part on one of the big flay and then the other part on the other side, so that when my clients wear this flay, they won't be seeing any line joined in front. Okay, the lines will be joined by by the side. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I'm sure if you watch my video on how to sew the shoulder dart bustier, I explained that. So this is it. So as you can see right now, this is the flay. You can see how I joined it by by the side. So right now I'm going to start pleating. Okay, I'm going to start pleating, and then I'll be pleating with inches. Okay, I'll fold with half inch, and then I'll make a bold pleat of 3 inches. Okay, and then I'll leave a space of 2 inches. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I'm folding with half inch. Okay, I'll fold with half inch, and then I will make a bold pleat of 3 inches, and then I will leave a space. I'm going to leave a space of 2 inches. Okay, okay, now I just left a space of 2 inches, and then I folded with half inch, and then the both pleat is going to be 3 inches. Hope you understand that. Okay, so just try this out. Peradventure you finish pleating and you discover that what you wanted was small, as in you didn't get what you want, you can just decide to redo it, okay, until you have what you want. Okay, let's say I'm working with underballs of 33 inches, and so I need extra 4 inch for my zip allowance. So 33 plus 4, we have 37. So I'll be needing extra I'll be needing 37 inches. So you can see this is 2 inches I just left. Then I fold with half inch, and then my pleat is 3 inches. Hope you understand that. I'm sure you understand that. You fold with half inch, you make a bold pleat of 3 inches, and then you leave a space of 2 inches in between the plate. So this is it. So just take your time and do this. So I left 2 inches at that area also. Okay, so right now I'm going to remeasure and see if I have total of what I want. So I have remeasured everything and I have total of 37. So I have a total of 37 inches, okay? So I'm going to start running threads on top of that the both pleats. The reason why you should do that is because you don't want it to shift while you are trying to join it to the upper bodies, or while you are trying to iron it together. So you're going to run the stitch on on the both pleats. Try to hold it together, so as you move your machine, you remove the pins. To use pin to hold what the button area. Okay, I use pin to hold the bottom area so that once the ironing is through, it's not going towards to shift. So as you can see, just use your pin to hold the bottom area. While you drag the pleat from the upper side, use your pin to hold the bottom area. This will allow you to iron neatly without having to shift your plate. So this is the front lining. I'm going to join the frontal lining with the with the back lining. So I'm going to also do my trimmings. Okay, if you don't understand how I did this trimming, I'm going to link a video below on how I made a shoulder dart posterior peplon. Okay, there I showed you how to do your trimmings. Okay, so right now I'm doing the trimmings for the shoulder area. Okay, in this particular video I did not show much on what the trimmings I did. Okay, so I'll link that video so you go and watch it. So this is the frontal part. Okay, I'm joining the bust here. Sorry, the video is faster and I had to cut some area because I already have this kind of video here. I'm going to put the link below. Just go and watch it. Okay, so the tutorial is actually based on what the flay part. Okay, it's actually based on what the flay part and how to do or what the joining. Okay, so please, I'm through with joining the bustier, one of the sides. I'm going to also join the second side. Okay. Okay, so if you're finding it difficult to join your shoulder dart bustier, I think you should do some practical. Like, what I mean is, do a lot of it. Like, after you finish cutting it, try do testing method. Okay, test your work before you actually start on a good fabric. By the time you do one or two or three, I'm sure you're going to get it perfectly. So I'm going to notch the work. Okay, so notch your work, make sure you notch that bust area. So once we are through with notching, and this is what we have. Okay, okay, and so this is what the skirt the down part, that's the pleated part. You can see my girls, they are through with the ironing while I was sewing inside, and this is how neat it's looking. So you can see the effects of the pin that we use to hold on the bottom area. Okay, so this is what the upper bodies. I've gone ahead to join the two shoulders, both the back and front, and then I also join the lining. Like I said, we are very fast on this video. If you want to learn how to do this work neatly, just go and watch my video on how to um, sew and cut a shoulder dart bustier. The video was divided into two: the cutting aspect and the joining aspect. So we are through with joining the neckline. So once we are through with joining the neckline, we'll turn all our work inside out. Okay, but first of all, I am going to um top stitch on my lining area. Okay, you're going to top stitch after you are through with what you're notching. So just top stitch on the neck area so that it will hold your neck area firmly, so that your lining will not be coming out when your customer, your client, wears the clothes. Sorry about the top stitch English. Okay, so once we are through with that, you're going to start closing all your work inside out. You know what I mean? There in also that video, I made a video there on how to join your work. Okay, so just go and watch it. At least that one will help you to understand what we are doing, what we are doing here. So once we are through with that, now I'm turning all my work inside. Okay, so you're going to use your lining and turn your work inside. What I mean is that all the rough edges is going to be inside. So we are trying to do that. Okay, so make sure in this channel, we like turning all our work inside. Okay, all right, so just try and turn all your work inside. This is actually what I'm trying to do. So this is it. Okay, I am through with the joining all the work, and so So once you're through with turning your work inside out, all you do now is to take it to to the on your ironing table and iron flat. Okay, make sure you iron very well. So once we are through with with the ironing, we'll now start joining our work. But before then, try to use your machine to hold the bottom, okay, so that it doesn't shift while you are trying to to join the two side. So um make sure you bring out all the inside, all the work out, and then we are through with ironing here. So we want to start joining our work. But before we start doing that, the zipper side, we are going to bring out a zipper allowance and pin, okay. This will allow you to to join your work properly. So but before then, you're going to trim off all the excesses. So once you're done with trimming off the excesses, use your pin and join your zipper allowance. Use your pin to hold that area. And so right now we're taking our measurements. Okay, you take your bust measurement and your also your under bust measurement. Okay, the under bust we are working here with is 20 is 27. Okay, so you divide it with 2. You divide your work with 2, and then your bust you also divide. The bust I'm working with there is 33. You divide also by 2, and then your armhole also, you should check that area. Okay, the reason why most times I like checking my armhole area, because most times you can work for a plus size person. I know most of them have big arm, okay, so and that's the reason why you should check your armhole, so that you have you there will be accuracy in your in your measurements. Also check your your sleeve round, okay. Check the sleeve round and impute the measurement. So once you are done with doing that side, use your pin and hold that area, so that it will help you to to be able to get the other side. Okay, so I am through with joining the other side. So now we are using that pin as a guide to join the second the second part. You can see where I started. Okay, so that pin you actually using pinning the other measurement was very helpful on this area. It has helped us to get the second area. Okay, so now we are going to start joining our work together. So you join this side and also will join the other second side. Now I'm going to remove the pin on the zipper area. Okay, see this is the reason why you have to use your pin to hold there. Most people, they'll just use gather stitch to hold there and then loose. Okay, but since my pin is there, what is the work of the pin? So pin, okay. But if you want to use your gather stitch to hold, why not? Okay, right now do your last trimming. Okay, make sure the both the back and the front, make sure they are equal. And so once they are equal, the next thing you do is you join your lower bodice. That is what the flay part. Now you're going to get the center of the flay and the center of the upper bodice, and then you join. Okay, make sure you're getting the two centers. Okay, so get the two centers and the other center, and you join. While you are joining, make sure your pleat is not folded. It's not folded. Okay, try to from time to time check if your pleat is well placed before you sew, so that there won't be any lapses on any of the words on your joining. So okay, once we are through with this part, the next should be our to insert our zipper. Okay, the next part is going to be to insert our zipper. So okay, so but before you start joining your zip, what you're going to do is, first of all, hold the 2 inches or the 1.5 inches, depending on what you use. So you can see how beautiful our clothes is looking. You can see that the joinings are okay. So check out if there are any folds on your pleated area. So if there are not any fold, now if it is 1.5 you brought out for your zipper, you just hold it. Okay, you hold from the down and you join. So okay, we are through with it. Sorry I didn't show the zipper side. So this is it. Okay, the clothes is looking beautiful, and this is one of my girls wearing it. Okay, we are trying to see if how beautiful it looks like. So you can see the dress is looking very beautiful. So please, if today is your first time of coming to my channel, if you have not subscribed before, please subscribe so that you always get more of this whenever we upload our video. See you in my next tutorial. I remain Cynthia, your fashion designer. Bye.